South African supergroup Mango Groove have sold over 1 million albums with 12 #1 hits, and they've won almost every conceivable award on the local stage. Now, they haven't produced any new material for 7 years, but that's a very lucky number, and I am a lucky guy because I get to hang with lead singer Johnston. What can I say? I love my job.
Claire, being one to embrace different cultures, we met at a Native American and Western-themed ranch to hear what it took to put this landmark musical work together.
What with the incredible career that you and your band have enjoyed, you'd be forgiven for kicking back and resting on your laurels, but you haven't done that. It has been a while though since you've released new material, so one wants to know, where have you been?
Well, 7 years since the last album, so that is quite a long time. We have been busy with quite a bit of traveling and touring. We never really completely take breaks. But we did start conceptualizing the Faces to the Sun album, the brand new album, about 4.5 years ago. And this is embarrassing but true. It has taken us 4 years to finally be happy enough to release the album, to be ready. Because it is a double album, and it is a concept album to a large extent. And concept albums tend to take a long time to sort of come to fruition. See, I got in a mango reference there, fruit reference.
I see what you did there. That is, wow. That is, why am I
Did you see that coming?
I did not see that.
Neither did I.
Right, well, I don't know if you've ever been on an Indian reservation before, but I know you love adventure, so I think you're going to enjoy this one. Let me introduce you to the owner, and his name's Tony, but otherwise known as Choo.
When other youngsters moved on from a love of the Wild West, Tony Fenter kept on playing.
This is a really unique establishment. Where did this idea come from?
8 years old. My parents bought me a Davy Crockett suit. And I outgrew the Davy Crockett suit, but kept the hat. And always used to play cowboys and Indians in the old days. I was always the Indian, and always had a passion for the Native American Indians. And I knew somewhere in my life I wanted to build something like this. Had a dream, followed my dream, and here we are today.
It's a comfortable camping experience for adults to return to the world of Western movies with their children. There's a bunkhouse if you identify with the cowboys, or a teepee camp if you prefer being a Mohawk or Cherokee.
So Tony, these are amazing. What was the inspiration?
The Native American Indians have a lot of tribes, and there's so many different types of teepee. I like the Sioux tribe, and this was based on the Sioux teepee. What I love about them is that the freedom you have inside them. You know, you're able to open the flaps, watch the stars, keep the front open, creates a chimney, have a fire inside. They were designed for winter travel, you know, where they'd go buffalo hunting, and then they would travel and take their teepees with them, and everybody would go with, you know. And I think it's just easy. I mean, if I want to go live in the bush, I'd just take a teepee. Shall we go to the saloon and get a drink?
I was about to ask something like that. Yeah.
Great.
You mean so many things to so many people, but for most South Africans, you are the sound of an era of transformation. What's it like being part of that?
No, looking back to when I first joined the band, which was in 1985, which was a very, very dark time in our country's history, we had several false starts. We recorded a couple of albums with different record companies, and none of them got released for various reasons. And in 1988, we recorded a very well-produced, well-funded version of the same album, which finally came out in 1989. And that was actually the perfect timing, completely by chance. We were very lucky. South Africa was ready for something like Mango Groove's music, and no one was more surprised than us when it sort of exploded the way it did.
And of course, there have also been some really special collaborations along the way as well.
Such as?
No way! Oh, darling!
Well, hi, Claire.
How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Mwah.
Hello.
So good to see you.
Are you surprised?
What do you mean am I surprised? I'm absolutely gobsmacked with joy. Who knew about this? Everybody except me.
Everyone.
And presumably
You were the last
knew
to know.
about
You
it.
were the last to know, Claire.
So when did you know about this?
Let's not talk about specifics. I'm just glad that I'm here.
Well, Zolani, we were just talking about special moments, and of course, one of the ones that stand out for, I would say, the nation is when the two of you collaborated. How did that come about?
Well, from my side, we had this concept for this album. It was going to be called Sing the Beloved Country, and it was going to be a celebration of some of our favorite South African songs. And we very cheekily included a Mango Groove song, a song called Another Country. It was written in 1993, and then it felt sort of relevant all over again. And we had this idea of approaching the one and the only incredible Zolani Mahola to sing it. And, you know, you never know if someone's going to sort of get the idea, be keen to work with you. Obviously, huge fans of yours since the very beginning.
Listen to this.
No, I'm just telling it like it is. And so I think it was John who made the approach. I think John got hold of you, and it was like a sense of, she will. And
Which
she
is
said-
crazy.
And she said yes.
I mean, of course I said yes. Maybe we can sing it a little bit later.
We could maybe do that.
Well, Tony told me that he has some interesting activities planned for us. Are you guys ready to experience the Native American reservation?
Absolutely.
Yes, take us there.
No scalping, please.
You never know what you're gonna get.
If you're going to reenact Custer's last stand or the Battle of Wounded Knee, best get your technique right first.
Guys, when you take the bow, hold it tight in your hand over there, right? You'll see on the arrow, there's a little notch. Okay, so what we do is we take that notch and we put it in there and rest it on there. Line it up so it's more or less straight. You grab with 2 fingers, okay, and you pull back. Aim, bend your arm slightly so you don't hurt yourself.
Being Xhosa, Zolani knows about playing music on a bow, and she can fire one too. Claire was born in England, land of the longbow, which won many battles. She seems to have the skill in her blood.
You're going for the bullseye.
I have to beat that shot now.
While Nico is a gentleman, he's fiercely competitive too, but maybe not enough.
It's like me.
Yeah, that's a ho-hey shot.
Hip hop
Hip-hop,
hooray!
hey! Wow, well, okay, well, Clay wins this round, that's for
Very
sure.
good.
Well, that's why we're leaving it right there.
After all, we were here for the music.
You walk beside me, I'll tell you no lies. And then you'll see another country in my eyes.
Dang good,
Fish.
now that's how you rock
Fish.
a party, man.
To fully appreciate the new album, why not put it on, start the braai, hide your phone, and just listen?
Well, I'm pretty certain every song on the album has a powerful, deeper meaning. Any one of them that stands out for you, a message that you'd like to give to South Africa?
Undoubtedly, my favorite song on the album is one of the new songs. It's a song called Kind. And for me, it very much represents what the world should be trying to channel right now, kindness. I think sometimes you start with yourself and you let it slowly burn from within to out. It helps if you start being kind to you, you can sort of share that with the rest of the world too. So for me, the message would definitely be about kind. Let's just be kind.
You can be right, you can be wrong. Take it all back, leave it behind. But you gotta be